Did you know that in the year 2000, the measles disease was declared eliminated, but in the year 2019, there's over 1,000 cases in the US? The reason for this is because parents are choosing not to vaccinate their children. A familiar example of the importance on why you should immunize is the global pandemic of the coronavirus. This shows how quickly diseases can spread whenever there is no vaccine. I wanted to learn more about the importance of vaccination, and so through the Center of Disease Control, the CDC, I found accurate and reliable information. Today I will share information about vaccines, the common reasons why parents choose not to vaccinate, and why it is important to vaccinate. First, let's examine some background information on vaccines. There's a decreasing number of vaccinated children in the United States. Vaccination is a successful way to help shield children from serious illnesses or diseases. Some diseases that vaccines help prevent are whooping cough, polio, chickenpox, measles, hepatitis, and tetanus. Most of these vaccines should be administered by the age of 2. Vaccines can eradicate diseases such as smallpox. Smallpox vaccine was used to be required, but is not necessary now because so many people were vaccinated that it was declared eradicated in 1980. As mentioned before, the most significant example of the importance of vaccination is the global pandemic of the coronavirus. The coronavirus has no vaccine and is spreading and taking more lives every day. If people do not vaccinate their children, preventable childhood diseases through vaccination could come back and spread very rapidly. According to the World Health Organization, there are approximately 2 to 3 million deaths that are prevented each year because of vaccination. Unfortunately, there are still 1.5 million people who die from vaccine preventable illnesses worldwide. Now that you have some information on vaccines and some problems that it can cause without vaccination, let's look at the cause of the problem. The reason some parents/guardians choose not to vaccinate is because of religious reasons, the desire for additional information, and the fear of possible long-term side effects. One of the reasons of anti-vaccination is religion. Rather than just a particular vaccine, certain religions do not condone any vaccination. Some religions where vaccines are unacceptable or discouraged is Muslim, Islam, Dutch Reformed Church, and Church of Christ Scientology. According to the ABC News, as of May 2019, there are only 5 states that do not accept vaccines for religious or personal beliefs. These states include California, Mississippi, West Virginia, New York, and Maine. As previously mentioned, parents want additional information on the vaccine being given to their children. Parents want to be informed so they can make reasonable decisions about their child's medical care. They want to know both the benefits and risks of the vaccine before they make a decision. It's important for healthcare providers to provide accurate information for the parents to make this decision. Parents trust their healthcare members or providers, and if they feel they're lacking information, they may seek another source and make a poor decision for their child. Another reason parents choose not to vaccinate their children is because they fear the risk of vaccination. This is the main reason parents refuse to vaccinate their children. The cause of this is mainly due to media. Parents receive biased information from television, internet, and family and friends on the risk of vaccinations, which make it very difficult for them to make their own decisions. There are many risks that parents fear, and they turn out to be myths. The first one is that they fear vaccines can cause autism, but according to the CDC, there is no link between MMR vaccine and autism. Another reason parents are afraid to vaccinate is because they think that infants receive too many vaccines at a young age. However, according to the CDC, the vaccines are given with correct timing and spacing to help prevent any diseases that might affect them. Parents also believe that natural immunity is better than vaccines. They think the dangers of vaccinating children surpass the benefits of protecting them. But if parents don't immunize their kids for this reason, the number of outbreaks on vaccine preventable diseases may come back and spread very rapidly. Now that you know the cause of lack of immunization, you are probably wondering how to solve this problem. Solutions that I want to help educate my audience on the risk of not vaccinating children, and I also want the government to be involved and help in preventing unvaccinated children to attend school, because not only are these children at risk, their parents and guardians are putting other children at risk. When a baby is born, their immune system is not developed as an adult, so they are at risk for serious diseases, but vaccines can help build up their immune system. Vaccines can prevent the diseases I mentioned before that had once killed children and infants in the past. If parents do not vaccinate their children, then children are more susceptible for life-threatening diseases such as whooping cough. For example, as mentioned before, according to the CDC, in 2019, the United States had more than 1,000 cases of measles. United States had more than 1,000 cases of measles, which is the highest it has been since it was declared eliminated in 2000. The reason for this number being so high is that parents are being persuaded and choosing not to vaccinate their children, which is causing an outbreak of vaccine preventable diseases. Vaccines are a safe way to keep children healthy. If vaccinations are given to a child at the correct time throughout their childhood, then it will build up their immune system before being exposed to serious diseases. If parents do not vaccinate their children, then they are hurting the community and putting other people at risk. Some people cannot get vaccinated because of certain diseases such as cancer, HIV/AIDS, and other immunocompromised diseases. But if parents choose not to vaccinate, then people who really cannot get vaccinated will get a vaccine preventable disease, and they most likely will not recover. Herd immunity protects people who cannot be vaccinated, and that a large number of vaccinated people help prevent transmission of disease within a community. If people choose not to vaccinate, herd immunity will not protect those who need to be vaccinated. Today we learned the problems that come with not vaccinating your children. The cause of the problem is that parents fear the risks, along with religious beliefs and lacking information. The solution to the problem is educating parents on the dangers of not vaccinating your children. Vaccinations are important to a long and healthy life, and all individuals who can vaccinate should vaccinate.